All right, so we are driving off, heading down to 117 Godspeed Lane, Mooresville, North Carolina. Got the bikes on the rack, gear in the back, and yeah, so 6 hours from now should be arriving down at the tunnel. Got this wicked moon. Let me turn this around so you can see the moon. Can you see that? Yeah, you should be able to see it. It's freaking huge. So yeah, anyhow, it looks gorgeous, and we'll maybe shoot some video to the drive down, or not, I don't know, but see you guys in a few. Alright, so a little bored, 2 hours in, just drove through Charlottesville. The place is flipping gorgeous. You know, I've always wanted to, you know, live out here, and the problem is my situation's just never allowed that. Anyhow, not really thinking about the tunnel right now. Really not even hungry, not thinking about food. Just kind of chilling, relaxing, enjoying the trip down, and yeah. So maybe I should talk about the tunnel a little bit. What am I expecting to do or accomplish? Well, this is my second trip down. I was here in 2014, so 5 years ago, and I took that position and pretty much have evolved it to what I'm currently in. And one thing, and one major change that I've done, is to come up a lot, and in pad height. And there's a few people I think that's going to be quite a bit slower, because they're in the you got to be low or else you're slow camp, and I just don't necessarily think that's the case anymore. I used to think that, but through the process that I've taken to get to my current position, I've noticed that I've actually gotten faster on less wattage. In other words, more efficient as I've increased my pad stack. It's allowed me to do a couple things. I've been able to get narrower in my shoulders, and have a head position that's more stable, because I don't always have to be you know, peaking. For me, you know, I can hold my position without a problem for hour after hour after hour. Some people would call it aggressive. I just don't think it's that. I think that's a ludicrous term when it comes to fits. Some people think they can't sustain a position like mine for multiple hours, but you know, it's not about a 40-minute position or a 4-hour position. It's about a position that's comfortable and powerful and aerodynamic, and that's what I'm going to prove out down at the A2 this afternoon. The other thing that my position as I've come up has opened the door for me is shrugging my shoulders together. I've always been pretty good at turtling my head, you know, getting it down, pulling it back, but I've never brought my shoulders into my ears, and I think that is going to be a huge difference in this upcoming season. It's something I've been spending a lot of time on while on the bike, and yeah, I think it's going to be something that shaves a lot of time off my events. Now, The other thing that I'm hoping to accomplish outside of proving that taller is faster in some cases, I want to zero in on my equipment. Specifically, I want to lock in a helmet that's going to be as fast as it can be for my suit and position. I got 3 helmets in the back I'm taking with me. There's 2 more at A2 that I'll be testing out, and hopefully from those 5 we'll come up with something that works real well. Another thing that I'll be testing today is gloves versus no gloves. I have some Aero Coach attack gloves. I think that's what they call them. Maybe not. Anyways, got those guys. I'm gonna try those out, see which is faster. I got a couple different grips. I got one I really like, and then another one that's got a lot more control, but it's not as comfortable. I'm gonna try both those out if time allows. That's like the lowest thing on my list. Shoe covers, Velo Toes shoe covers, just the shoes, not the high ankle ones that I've used in the past. I'm gonna test those out versus bare shoe. Testing tall socks, Defeat Merino wool, really tall ones. I don't know if they're 6 or 7 inches, but they come up pretty high. I'm going to test those out versus the no pins trip socks, and I'm guessing the no pins is going to be quite a bit faster, but I don't know. I'm also testing Castelli BP3 speed suit with number pinned on versus my no pins trip suit that I just got in earlier this month. I'm gonna throw up a video of each of those runs, and we're gonna break them down separately and talk about the different equipment and the gains, the losses. One thing I'm kind of hesitant on is sharing all my data. I think I work real hard at researching and doing the necessary legwork to get myself faster, and I don't just want to give that away. But at the end of the day, I'm about being open and sharing this stuff. For me, that brings me a bit of enjoyment. If my competitors decide to blindly pick up some of the stuff that I've done, and in hopes that it's going to make them faster, if it does, great. If it doesn't, great also. But hopefully you enjoy this. It's not really supposed to be like a hey, do this and you'll be faster thing. I don't want to push that out at all, because a lot of this stuff is very, very individual. And maybe I'll get Brian, aka Desert Dude, on some video and talk about that a little bit later this afternoon when I meet up with him at the tunnel. And yeah, so go ahead and continue on this drive. It's beautiful. I decided to take Route 29, Route 81, which is a major corridor down the western part of Virginia and into Tennessee and the Carolinas, all that jazz. I didn't want to go that way, so it's a little bit long, or a little bit shorter, but a little bit slower due to traffic lights and lower speed limit. But yeah, it's a lot nicer drive, and I'm gonna get back to it. So yeah, hope you subscribe and check out the upcoming series on my trip to the A2 wind tunnel down in Mooresville, North Carolina. Yeah, have a good one, guys.